Pray, Amari.
God, I hope everyone has a good day. Amen.
As you can see, the kids are out of class today. They done buckled up and went downstairs. Not home, but downstairs. Y'all, the wind is blowing. Let's see if I can let my blinds up. Look at that, y'all. That wind blowing nice out there. That means that rain bringing in the cold. Look at those trees, y'all. I'm not sure if I really touched bases on why they're in the family room. I touched bases on it just a little bit, but I'm back. The kids are downstairs eating brownies and ice cream. That was their little treat snack after the last class today. Excuse me. So they're downstairs with their daddy. I didn't really touch bases on why I brought them upstairs, other than me not wanting to go up and down those stairs, and they all have room, but they was a distraction to each other downstairs, and I really couldn't just pay attention to them the way I should have been. One of them, teacher called and was saying that they was, distracting one another, or just doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. So I have more eye contact. I'm able to keep my eyes on them now, being that they're closer to the room, and being that I just recently had a baby and have other little babies running around in the house too. So I'm able to have them all on one floor versus having them on one floor by themselves, And when Avriel first started, I wasn't really aware that her teacher wanted a parent on side of her or a helper at all times. So being that they had headphones on when they first started, I think the first time they started class, I was like, do I need to be right here, or do I need to put it on mute and give her headphones? And she's like, she's fine. So after that, I just thought that I didn't have to sit, and actually pay attention along with her. And Avriel, when she first started, she wasn't really active or participating in class. She just freeze up and just act like she just didn't want to sit there on a call. So I already got the hiccup. So yeah, once she came up here, I kind of heard, I had the headphones unplugged from the computer, and I heard the teacher saying that, is your helper by you and stuff. So as time grabs on and I'm able to kind of get a different routine with them upstairs, for me to help them and listen, I heard that a helper should be on the side of them at all times, and she done finally came a long ways with opening up, saying her colors and numbers, and participating. It was a few things that they just done an assessment recently. It was a few things that we need to work on with her. But for the most part, she's doing well. Ivan, teacher called me last week and was saying how he's doing okay, but basically saying like he's kind of behind, and I was kind of tight the way I kind of heard it, because I wasn't expecting like my child behind. Like, he talked good. She was saying, did I have I looked into him trying to get like going to see a speech therapist? And I'm like, he sounds fine to me when he talked. Like, for his age, he's 5. He just made 5 this year. He sound pretty good for a 5-year-old. She was like, the way he sound some of his letters and stuff, she just noticed that, it might be hard for him to pronounce things, and they'll be reading, and that might hinder him. But Um, it took me in, and I was kind of tired, and I was ready to get off the phone with the teacher. I ain't gonna lie. So I was upset getting off and like, what is she talking about? My baby know how to talk and woo woo wada wada. So what happened was I ended up coming up the stairs. Normally, once I finished cooking stuff, I got my books and stuff that I recently purchased out of Walmart and the Dollar Tree, little educational books. I'm gonna show y'all what I was speaking on with Ivan and Avery. So their grandma gave them this VTech computer that has the learning letters, the alphabet order, sounds of letters, beginning sounds, beginning letters, vowels, consonants, missing letters, spelling words, and melody maker. So this is something good for them. Like I can turn it on and the letter sound. What Ivan is working on.
Press a button. The letter A says A and A.
See, so I've been making him repeat after this computer or what little VTech tablet. I also have this little whiteboard thing that came out the Dollar Tree. The little printing practice booklets. Inside they're able to spell and trace. And the alphabet one, it got the numbers one, addition. I got Donna's Dr. Seuss flashcards for the shapes and colors. I have the numbers flashcards, and the alphabets. Sight words in this little Ziploc bag. So all this stuff was in my office in the little teacher tray bin thing. But I had to go down there and get my tools out because I really didn't have all this stuff upstairs. I didn't want to bring all this stuff and pack it up in my room. Better enough, you know, our room is packed with baby stuff and our stuff now. I also have these flashcards for multiplication and subtraction for Ariel and Amari and man. But I leave those two bins that's full of all that stuff up here through the week, and most likely it'll be up here for the weekend too, because who got time to be going up and down the stairs? It's not me. I'm not about to do it. So anyways, I called Ivan upstairs and I was like, what letter is this? What shape is this? What sound does this letter make? And he couldn't really call out a lot of things. Like, so I'm like, I had to just, you know, pause for a minute and reevaluate the things that I kind of put in my mind, like my baby noticed. He should, you know, because all the rest of them. But it made me feel like I felt like I was lacking as a mother, because the way the teacher calling, you know, pretty much saying that he behind and he need to do this and I need to do that, or, you know, it just made me feel like I'm doing something wrong, or I'm not doing something at all, when I'm always been ahead with my kids with their education. Like, that's the one thing I do not play with is school. So when I realized that, okay, well, maybe the teacher, maybe she know what she talking about. It's just the way it was said. You know, I'm not no doctor or nothing. What she call it? I can't really diagnose him, but I've been a teacher for, I think she said about 11 years and blah, blah, blah. You know, but it was, I felt like it was a way that she could have said it by, hi, I noticed Ivan is, you know, isn't too familiar with these letters, shapes, and sounds. Maybe you guys can start working more on that at home, you know.